Hi everyone, this is another take apart video. Shark paraffins. This is the IZ300ukt model. It's going to be exactly the same doing a IZ300ukt. It's just the colours. That's all that's different. So yeah, I'm going to try and hopefully it helps save some of these going to the skips. Right, to start with, removing this strip. As always, I like to use a 50p piece because then no damage. And yeah, we will remove the brush. Because I'm doing a shipped out, I do prefer taking this button out. We can put that in afterwards. I do get asked a lot of the time, what bits do I use? Personally, the tools mainly that I use, I'm missing one. One moment. Actually, I don't think I need it. I don't really think I need that one. Right, these can have different size screw heads in them. Even the exact same model. So the basics are, that's a T10 Torx hole in the end, T15, T20. That should be, you only need two of them. So it's either going to be the T20 and a T10, or it's going to be a T15. That's the exact same model, can have two variants. So, and then usually just a little screwdriver. Therefore I'm doing the connector blocks to the wires. I don't think I need much more, but we shall make a start. We'll start with a T10. That's the one screw that can easily be hidden by hairs and dust and all sorts, so you might not see that one. And then you've got two under here. Hopefully you can see. Okay, and that's those three. Right, now we'll find out which one of these it is. There we go. Right. So it's a T15, but yours might be T20, so just beware. I do get asked a lot about the screws, or what size, and basically it's whatever fits in, you know. I'd love to tell you I've done every single, model Shark and I know exactly, but there's going to be lots that are going to be different that I don't know about, I haven't come across, so I can only give you a guide on what I found in the ones that I've done, and the exact same can have different. Right, we've got one this side, one at the front, and one down there. Those are different size to these, different lengths. So yeah, keep them separate. And that's your top cover that should come off now. There we go, one top cover. So if all you're doing is replacing this bit, that's all you need to do. Well, if that's all you're doing, you didn't need to take that bit off. So. Right, now we're down here, we've got 1, 2, 3, which is still going to be the T15. There we go. They're the exact, yeah, they're the exact same size as those ones. So that's good. Right, that should be all we need of that bit at the moment. Now we're back on the T10. Right, before I do much more, I'd like to get a better close-up of this. I'm going to do it on a different, I think the camera's moved. This is just a video to show you the layout, how everything sits inside, because once you start taking it all out, it's really easy to think, oh, where did that go? Where did that go? As you can see, white wire at the top, black one down the bottom. Looks a bit fuzzy, but anyway, gives you a bit of a guideline. And the switch wires, there is a little, I'll pull that out in a minute. Also the front, the white one goes to the back, black at the front. Just trying to show you where the upright switch, oh there you go. You just see there's a little plastic. I'll give it a bit more in a minute. Right, we're back on. I think the camera's moved, so hopefully you can see it better. I don't know if much of that was missed before, but now I'm just going to undo the front lights. That little one's the upright switch, which is there. If you're doing that, you have to take that wheel out because there's a screw keeping it there. And now I'm just going to undo this. I'm just going to cut the old cable top. There we go, that unplugged. If you watched many of my videos or any of these, you'll see that I like to pinch these up first, crimp them both ways. It's my personal choice because I have found that it's much easier usually, not always. There we go, they do seem to come out better. You see that's on cord, so that's good. Not always. Not always. There is times when it's, you have to keep squeezing and opening, squeezing and opening before it releases, but yeah, that's opened up nicely. I'm just checking that I can easily reuse them, and yeah, because once again I've left mine at home. It's on my to-do list to make sure I bring them to work. All good. Yeah, all good. All three open up nice and neatly so they can be reused. That's good. The only thing I'm going to need to replace is obviously the cable tie. But yeah, I will try and get this a bit closer, but as you can, I'm going to try and just undo that motor and show you how they sit. You see that? There you go. And that's also the same for that upright switch. It gets clipped in there. There we go. Right, this is a continuation of a video I'd done, which I didn't realise but cut out. So I think it got to this stage. Things will look a bit different because things have moved. But yeah, I've got to this stage taking this IZ300ukt apart, so we'll continue. If I didn't show it, there's two screws holding the board down there. There may be bits undoing again, but yeah, that's obviously the front lights. The other one was the upright switch. Right. And then we got this black one at the front is the motor, the white one at the back for the motor. And you just pinch, for me, pinch that in and they sort out, they got to come over those little holes. There's a bit of metal that sits in there and keeps in there. But yeah, did all these come off? Yeah. Like I said, some of these things you might have seen already, me doing the first half of the video. But yeah, right. Just demonstrate this button coming out. I push it down. Can you see? I push it down, little screwdriver, and just gently ease it. The button. Now here, I'm going to take the wheels off. I can't remember what I've mentioned, what I haven't. There's the teeth has been Torx. Bit with a hole in the end, with a hole in the end, and the other one is a T10, but that can vary. Right, upright switch. It's held in by one screw there, and you can see where it clips. There's a little notch there. But this is a. Can I do it by hand? Yeah. Right. And then just a flat screwdriver just to pry that out, that little keep. Oh, see that bit. Right. Now we get to there. These wires just are held in by just a bit of plastic sides, so you just got to sort of gently try and get them out. They're not usually in this, but I must say. Gently using them out. There we go. There's no damage. I will say that if I don't think I mentioned this, but if you got no power going to your floor head, you got no lights, no nothing, and you had this issue where it's, as you're using it, it cuts out and then continues going for a bit longer, then you do a bit more and it starts cutting out and it starts getting worse, intermittently worse, I would check the wires there first, because I haven't found it so much on this model at the moment, but this is still not recent, but it's a few years old. But the older generation ones, the wires do fray in there. And a lot of the time one of them would just break and snap. These are fine, but I would check that before replacing the motor or board, because it might be none of that. It might be wires in there. Anyway, I believe I took this button out already in my first bit, but I'm going to do it again. If I didn't show you before, there was 3 screws holding this down. I've already taken it out. That's a T15. There could be a T20. And there we go. There's brushroll assembly, motor, belt. Cool. Right. We'll just do a quick demonstration, popping out the wheels and popping out one of these. Still on my look, it's a bit bent now. I do have many of these, but for this it's quite handy being bent, because it helps popping out the wheels. But that's all it is on them. They just pop out. There we go. So if you need to clean them, free them up, because they do rust up and get stuck. And then on popping these out, right, I put a screwdriver under there to give a bit of a gap. And then I got this, another little flat screwdriver. I don't know if I'm doing this right or wrong, but this is how I personally do it. One of those grey little, give it a little tap. Sometimes it goes all the way through, that's fine. And then that pops them out. And yeah, that's how we do them. That's so far. Right, we're just going to take everything else off of it. We've still got the T15. Ooh. Looking at the video, not what I was doing. Right, they just pop off. Slip the belt off. Right, I'm going to take this end off first. The 2 screws on here is from this side. Some other models have them that side, so just once I've done that, I like to just keep all those bits together. We're still on T10. It's held on by these 2. And at this point, it's literally gently break this seal right. Now, I've already taken this one apart, that's why that seal come out easily, but slide that out. Sometimes the seal does break, and sometimes you could just get away with slicing and pulling it out, but that's fine. And then this bit does pop out. A lot of the time it can stick in with that and it pops out, but we'll take it out anyway. Got your pin. And there you go, your spring in your... I have done a video putting it all back together anyway. But yeah, that's it taken apart. I hope it helps someone.